Okay, so Friday the 22nd. Now this is gold as usual. Not much to add because Monday, Tuesday up mode from Thursday and Friday of last week. Monday continuing and coming up here. If I put it on this clean chart here, because I'm doing some work on it, so I went back a little bit. But okay, but you guys know that we've had those levels there. So yeah, basically we're in where we're supposed to be in. There's still a bit of a gap there. So as you can see, there's still targeting there. And on the weekly, as you can see, like back up. And that's how it should be. Okay. Market comes back, closes gap, going up all week. Nice and easy. So if you follow this through from Monday, I did say you should be fine. I did say yesterday we're at the tops, so buying at the tops as well is not a good idea. You can wait for a retracement. On Wednesday we had a bit of a retracement. On Tuesday we had a bit of a retracement. So on the retracements you were good to go in, okay? But other than that, as you can see, there's not much to talk about. So here you're just going to have to wait till next week. I don't recommend selling. Do I recommend buying here either? If the market comes maybe back down, okay, maybe to the daily, maybe stop sweeping here, then that might be an option. Okay, other than that though, you can see it's just the market's just doing what we said it would be doing. All right, so if you entered from the lows on the swing day on Monday, everything should have been fine. You should be in the money. The market can come back. If it does come back and you want to keep pushing it up, you can from the lows here or here if it does that on a trading hour. Euro dollar. With the euro dollar, I said Thursday is also a swing day, so we'll have to sit tight and wait for that Thursday. That Thursday came in yesterday, as you can see, right? So this was a swing day going up from last week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, so we're on Friday, and this week we only had Thursday. So will this be a swing day? Be an interesting to see. If I turn on the weekly, we're in this zone. Now what's tricky about this zone is what I told you before, which is our perspective. We've got room to come down. Okay, so I have been saying if you're going to buy it and stand against it, it's going to be a little tricky, simply because we've got room to come down on the weekly and the monthly. Okay, so this is our location plus the gap here, as you can see, right? The market may take this as filled, okay, which is fine by me, not a problem, but this still shows that we've got room to pull back into. Okay, so standing in front of it is a bit of a drama. Now this is a zone, it's an order block, all right, but that order block, as you can see, it's been tapped in. This has already been tapped in once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, and we're on the 7th time. Okay, because this is going to be a swing day, if you want to do an intraday trade, you've got to wait for the news. Okay, because you're just going to be going against this move, and going against this move is not a good idea, like I said, because we've got this motion still pushing down. All right, and that's basically it. So if the market goes up, selling is a better option, which I thought we should do if we get up here or here. Unfortunately, it didn't do that. So this being Friday, you can just chill out on this one. SP 500. SP 500, I did say we could go both ways here. It's a bit tricky because we've got news, but Thursday was a swing day. So I said if Thursday is a swing day, if we tap into here, selling might be an option. Okay, and we have just nearly tapped into there, as you can see. Basically, it's closed the gap. I'll show you that gap there so you can see it. Okay, see that round ring? That is, okay, that round ring is there. Okay, so the market has closed the gap there, which is fine. It's kind of tapped into it. Now, if you're going to trade it, wait for the news, and then if we're up here and you want to sell, I don't mind doing that, okay, because it's on a swing day. But you have to wait for the news, because there is news coming out today, and the market will be volatile as at 3:30. Okay, from 3:30, I'd say to 4:15, we're going to have volatility. And if you take a look, at your economic calendar, you'll see that we've got 5:45. Okay, so news 5:45 my time, that is. Okay, and that is going to be after all this jazz. So this 4:15 business, okay, is going to be like the setup here. Okay, so 2:30 on the platform is going to be here. Okay, so from 2:30 to 3:15, 10 past 3, 3:15 on the platform is going to be your zone, okay, which is just about there. Okay, and then if the market finds direction, it should go into 8 o'clock. Okay, it should go into 8 o'clock and should find, it could probably keep going until 7:40 to 8:30. Okay, and then we have to reevaluate it. You have to be careful there. All right, so there's going to be some energetic moves, being Friday and news day. Okay, and that's basically, they're just 2 real hours to put a good trade in, I reckon. One's going to be pre-New York session, and the other one is going to be around 9:40 my time. It's going to be around 8:40 here. Okay, 8:40 here. All right, so with this as well, Thursday being a swing day, if the market mucks around here, does a stop sweep and so on, and then retraces back, it could be okay. As because it's Friday and I don't trade on Fridays more often than not, then that looks like okay to me, since this is all closed up. Okay, on the weekly as well, as you can see, we're right on that edge, 65, 5982. So the 5982 can be a touch level. Just have to be careful for that. Okay, let's take a look at Dow Jones, Nasdaq, and Bitcoin. So with indices, Thursday, Friday being the swing day, Thursday for Nasdaq and SP 500. Dow Jones also has Friday in it. So Dow Jones, we're going to have to look at both dates and see how things pan out. Let's see, this is it. Okay, so that's a beautiful Thursday. Same with this, I said we should pop into here, as you can see, nice and easy. I was a bit unsure here, okay, because it's in the middle of nowhere and there's a gap here, right? So it's not always easy to figure things out if it's going to be an up or a down day, okay? But yesterday, if you take a look at yesterday's hours, yesterday's swing hours, this is what it looks like, okay? That's it. And then yesterday I did say, let's take a look. Okay, so this is 4:30 my time, 3:30 on the platform, and then you got 6 o'clock there. So that's the 3:30 on the platform, as you can see, 3:15, 3:30 on the platform, and then boom, down. And that 6 o'clock news is coming out, which is 5 o'clock here. Okay, and then we got the breakout happening. So it was a bit tricky. It wasn't that easy, and I did say yesterday this could go both ways, so we just have to be careful. But Thursday, Friday being a swing day, maybe the market from these levels can also sell off. So during the news, if you get a setup where the market sells from here, it's doable, but the trend is going up, remember? So on a Friday, I wouldn't push my luck, okay, and just leave it alone, because at the end of the day, if you're going to sell it, it's going to be a Friday trading day, intraday hour. It's just, I don't know if it's that worth it from here. We've got to evaluate risk and return if you're going to enter a trade, okay? So like entering from a low swing day to go up for a few days is fine, but within the day, I don't know. It's just tricky. If this was during the week, like Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever, then say, okay, let's look for a sell setup on a swing day and push it down. But on a Friday, yeah, question mark. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. Now with NASDAQ as well, I said we're in between levels. So, if we'd gone in like on Friday last week or on Monday, then it's a different ball game. But here you see the market is still in this zone. Remember yesterday we were just under there, and it closed under there as well. So it's a wonder. No need to take a risk when you're in this business. Wait for the market to come to the place you want to sell at. If it is a trade day, if it is a trade hour on that day matching your price, then that's when you do it. So I wouldn't mess around here. I don't think there's any need to either. Also, you can see this is like, this is like a flag formation, okay? So if we end up here next week in this flag formation, we can sell it down. I'm just going to change this color because I used it for a planet the other day. Okay, so let's just do that. So again, once again, I just don't think it's worth it. If it comes up on a swing day next week, I don't mind selling it after closing gaps. And that's about it. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Now with Bitcoin, I said we should go to that 100 zone because it's a psychological level. So if that is the case, yeah, we're pretty much up there. All right, that's your PST level. Also, if you went long yesterday, let's see what time. This was 5:35, so we didn't have a 4:35. So yeah, pretty much market making the tops as we get in there. Okay. So yeah, not much to talk about. It's like I did say, we've got room to go into there because it's a monthly PST level. So it's a psychological level. I'd be careful around here though, in case there's a selling setup coming in. So sometimes the market will just go there and then we'll have a big sell-off, and then you might just be like, stuck in the middle of nowhere. So buying at the highs is just not recommended. If you're buying and holding, like I said, you've got to wait for the market to come down here. If you're going to do an intraday trade, then you need to wait for this 99,800 zone, which I've marked in here. Okay, so it's 100k zone. Okay, but it's just a big bar, so we might have a big fall off. Okay, so be mindful. Yeah, intraday trading, nothing to recommend right now. Wednesday was a swing day on this one, wasn't it? Bitcoin, yes, Wednesday was a swing day, and then Wednesday we had a breakout. That's your breakout on a Wednesday. It didn't reverse, but it's either a reversal or a move day, which is a break day, and that's how it panned out. But because we had the 100% on the PST radar, 100,000 on the PST price level, it's just logical. All right, so not a lot to do today, I think. You're just going to have to take a break and go fishing, in my opinion. And that's about it, because you don't want to be mucking around in levels where the market has just got no swing days, and even if there is, the price isn't there yet.